Hey everyone, it's me, the Mean Minnow, and today we're gonna play some Don't Starve because I have not played in a long time. You can see that this is my latest game. I've been playing for 56 days, but we're gonna start a new map and a new game for this Let's Play. So I've been playing a lot of Sunless Sea because I pretty much just got it the other day. So that's what all the Let's Plays have been lately. So I figured I'd do something new, and I haven't played Don't Starve in a little while. So if I fail really hard this first time, that's why. I think I'm gonna play as somebody else. I think I want to play as Wigfrid. I haven't played as her in a while. She's a pain in the ass because she only eats meat, of course. And yeah, you have to make sure that you have a lot of traps and things like that. And hopefully we get somewhere where there's rabbits or at least beefalo because we do need to make sure that she is fed. She does benefit greatly from a lot of things, though. So she's great at combat. She can pretty much tank most things in this game, like hounds, for example, of fire hounds and everything. They are no problem with her. Actually, real quick, I am going to do that. I'm also going to bump my camera down here a little bit. Alright, so she's got her stuff on, and we are moving right along. So if you haven't ever played Don't Starve, or you haven't seen it, yeah, I'm guessing that a lot of you probably have, but some of you might not. I mean, I know before I played this game or started playing this game, I pretty much uh, never really looked at it. So, I watched some videos and things like that on the side to figure out what to do. So maybe you haven't played it yet, or you're thinking about getting it. It's an awesome game where you collect all this stuff and you basically just have to try to survive. I don't know why I collected those carrots. That was really pointless because she can't eat carrots. This character, Wigfrid, she can only eat meat, which makes it a little bit difficult to play her. But what I like to do first, and this is always my strategy, is to take down some of these things first. I like to at least have enough to build one fire for my first night, or at least my first couple of nights, and then what I look for is this right here. This is the grasslands. And we spawned in autumn, which absolutely sucks. Or wait, is it spring or autumn? I'm not sure. I can never remember. I think it's autumn. I think when the bunny rabbit holes are collapsed, it's autumn, basically. So winter is right around the corner. That's a major pain in the butt. This is an excellent place. We're going to actually set up our base right around here. These pigs up here, these pigs are like guardian pigs or something like that. They're called our guardian pigmen. They defend this area. What we're going to do actually is we're going to hopefully get attacked by deerclops at some point in the winter. And we're going to bring him up there to destroy those pigmen. And they will help us fight the deerclops. Deerclops I've never defeated in this game, just so everybody knows. Never been able to take deerclops out. So we're going to collect a whole entire stack of this grass, which is about 40. Grass, I like to have a ton of grass. You can never have enough. You can really never have enough of anything in this game, to be honest. And then what we're going to try to do is we're going to try and find some beefalo because we do need meat. And spawning in autumn, or whatever season it is that rabbits don't spawn in, as Wigfrid, basically is a death sentence. So it should be pretty interesting to see if we're actually going to make it even just a few days here. Like I said, if we can find some beefalo, we'll be alright. But I'm not sure. The other thing I like to do is I like to get jerky racks going right away with Wigfrid, and we got super lucky. Okay, we got really lucky with those beefalo right here. And actually, I'm going to take this guy out. We should be able to defeat him, no problem. And all right, we gotta be careful now because our heart is down a little bit. And there we go. So we have gears, which is good. That gives us enough there to make our icebox. That's the word I was looking for. Sorry, I am receiving Facebook messages off to the side, and it is totally distracting me right now, but that's okay. And I really didn't want that to happen. I was really hoping to just separate that one beefalo and not have to deal with the others, and that's how you do it. Are you kidding? Oh my god. I thought that that just dropped without dropping any meat, which would have been a pain in the you-know-what. Yes, it must be intermission for the rabbits, you jerk. It's because you had to spawn in autumn. We're going to find out what's down this way. This is actually, okay, that's really cool. I love when I find the skeletons. They always leave something cool behind. And we're going to go off this way. I made one mistake already, and that mistake was not getting a little bit more wood. Like I said, I'd pretty much like to at least have enough wood to survive just one night. And that's all we have, but that this is going to kind of take some time away from some other things that I need to do. I also need to find stone. I always have a problem with that. That's my other issue with this game is never finding stone. That's pretty convenient right there, finding a blow dart. Which, unless we find bees, that doesn't really help. So if you've never played this game as well, you need to have a fire when it turns night, obviously. So if we didn't do what just happened there, if it got dark and we didn't start that fire, we would have died. And as somebody who's very forgetful myself, we would have died for sure. So we have a good amount of food. This should last us at least a few days. I'm not gonna cook all of that. We're gonna eat that. That was a waste of one of them. But that is okay. So we're gonna burn off actually this grass here. I'm not gonna waste any more wood, even though, I mean, we need just one more wood to be able to start a fire for tomorrow. But let's check out our map and where we are. So this is a pretty big grassland area. Actually, we have this whole middle area to explore as well, and there's probably more just a little bit down this way that we can check out. I think I'm going to probably make my base, like I said, somewhere over in this area, so that way we are between the grasslands and this forest area, so we'll have plenty of trees and things like that. We've got plenty of grass on this side, and we should be able to build a nice little farm somewhere over here. That way we can avoid things like pigmen. The pigmen turn into werepigs on full moons, which is something you have to watch out for. With Wigfrid and her combat buffs and everything like that, you pretty much don't have to worry about that. So we have this beefalo wool. We're going to have to get some more of that. It's going to become winter here, and I feel like soon. Again, if I'm not mistaken, we are in autumn right now. I think you can actually tell by looking at the trees, which we're going to go do once morning hits. But the trees will have no leaves on them. But if it's autumn, I mean, that really sucks. That'll pretty much give us very little time to get everything that we need. And it's almost daylight here, which is good. Come on, daytime. Alright. Butterflies are awesome. Whenever you get a chance to take out a butterfly, it's always a good idea. You can use them to give you health. We can harvest that later for some marble, which we will end up doing more than likely. We're probably going to leave those beefalo alone because we need them to breed. We'll take this guy right here. We're going to take him out because I need the meat right now. And he was far enough away from his little friends that they're not going to come for me. Let's see. I'm going to go this way. Looks like this is... No. I was kind of hoping that this would lead me to some stone with gold in it, not this kind of stone. The ring is important for later on. I'm going to leave it there, and I'll just make a mental note that that is where it is. We need a ton of saplings. And as Wigfrid, if I was playing as Wilson, I'd be collecting all the food everywhere, but as Wigfrid, she can't eat that stuff, so it doesn't really help us out. So yeah, I think, if I'm not mistaken, we are in spring then. So I guess it is spring that the rabbits don't come out in, because the leaves are on the trees. But again, I could be very wrong about that. I'm going to take this whole line of trees right here. Man, it seemed like it took a lot of extra swings. I don't know what that's about. But this should give us enough wood for right now, just for right now. But I'd really prefer to spend a little time looking for the stone right now. We need the gold. Alright. So what we're going to do actually with this trap, we're going to leave it right here. Along with this and this. We can come back. Those things should still be there on our way back. That's not a big deal. But I just don't want to waste the space in my bag right now. Or just my, inventory. We're going to head down this way. What I like to do is I just follow roads, and actually in this biome, whatever it's called with the trees like this, it usually, for some reason, stone or places that have stone pretty much spawn right near it. And here you go. Just like I said, this biome right here with these evergreen trees, it always seems that the stone is right there. So we're going to take a bunch of these. We need a lot of gold. We need to be able to build some stuff. Unless these spiders attack me, which is going to happen, I was going to say we're going to leave them alone. But we don't have that luxury. Spiders are pretty easy. Unless you get a ton of them like that, then it's pretty difficult. Like I said, Wigfrid can pretty much tank. So we should be able to take a lot of these out with very little issue. And I'm actually surprised that her hat is already gone. That's the source of her power, and oh my gosh. I just realized that we really need to run because she doesn't have any health. Oh man. I'm a little bit surprised that they are still chasing me. Normally, they can't chase you that long, but they did. So you have to watch out for that because like I said, her hat is definitely where her power lies. That's what gives her the health. We're going to get that. That'll give us some health. And that's how you do it with very little health. You just kind of lead them away from the group, and you slowly take them out. We should be able, no, not, I didn't think that was gonna happen like that. I thought for sure I would be able to take this out. You can prevent their attack by hitting them like that, the spiders at least. And we really need to kind of watch our health here. So this is going to help us out. We need the spider webs big time. They allow you to build a lot of important stuff, and wouldn't you know it, it is nighttime, and I don't have a fire built, which is a major problem. There we go. So now that it's night again, we're going to take this stone out while we're waiting. Oh man. Of course this guy is going to be here to bother us. Hopefully more of them don't come in. And I was going to say, we should be able to build a hat. That pretty much protects us from the spiders. The other thing we can do, we can use those spider glands that we have, and they give us a little bit of health. I'm not sure on the exact number of that, but it gives us something at least. We're going to cook up some of this meat here, and we're going to eat some of it. So yeah, it's important to make sure you got your little hat on as Wigfrid. That pretty much saves your life. We're going to add a couple of those to that. We're going to take this tree while we're standing here. You have to be careful with the trees. They do spawn the tree giants, basically. Man, I don't know where these guys come from every once in a while. And I'm not sure on the spawn rate of these spiders either on their nests. Tell you what, this is the most silk I've gotten right off the bat on one of these mats now. Maps is the word I was looking for. So that is very, very useful. And we're actually just going to use some of this grass as fuel for right now. I know that this map has plenty of grass, so I'm not too worried about that. I did want to get rid of this one. And I would say the most unbalanced part of this game would have to be the rain. The rain is extremely annoying. You know, you get wet very, very quickly, and that it makes you cold, and you know, it's annoying to have to deal with. You know, I see a lot of people complaining about a lot of things about this game. But you know, I don't think it's that big of a deal. I mean, I'm a more casual gamer, and I get bored very easily. You know, I prefer to play casual, easy games that don't like require me to do a lot. You know, I don't like working too hard. I don't necessarily like focus a lot. I get sidetracked a lot when I play these games. So you know, normally a game like this would drive me nuts, but you know, it's not that bad. Like I said, I know a lot of people think it's unbalanced or whatever, but I think it's fine. We're going to take that. We're going to get rid of this. So we've got a good amount of gold right now. I'm going to take out this one and probably the one that's over here. And then we're going to try to go set up our base where I said we are. The great thing about this map so far is everything seems to be really close by. It's not like we have to run really far to get to these spiders. There's some more spiders down below us. It's not like we have to run too far to get beefalo or even rabbits. Everything is right here. The saplings, there's plenty of saplings, so I'm pretty happy with the way that this map kind of worked out. A lot of the times This game likes to mess with you, and you really get screwed when it comes to, one resource or another. And that's the other thing. Definitely make sure you have enough for a fire. Every single day, I have a rule where I check to make sure I have at least 3 wood, so I can at least start a fire. And you also want to make sure you have your grass and enough twigs to also start a fire. When I first started playing this game, that was a constant issue. I'd constantly forget to do that, and I would constantly get screwed while I was playing. We're gonna put our base. We don't want to be too close to them, but we want to be close. We're gonna put it right in this corner over here. I'm gonna take all this. I don't care about that right now. We'll use it later. Yeah, probably right on an edge here. We'll have to build a wall because the pengulls that come during the winter might give us a hard time. But that takes care of that. We can pop up our science machine, which allows us to build so many great things. We definitely, where are we? We have to refine some stone, and she can't carry it. What a pain in my ass she is. Let's just cook this off. I'm really kind of hoping that it becomes at least summer soon. That way, we can the rabbit holes open back up at different times of the year. To make one more of those, and oh man, we do need to go get a lot of wood. I would say that's the #1 complaint with this game that people seem to have, and that is you don't really have. It's almost like you don't have enough time to do certain things, but it's not too bad. Actually, we're going to cut this episode off right here. So thank you for watching episode 1 of Don't Starve. We're going to see how long we can keep this one going.